Hello everybody, I am I'm here, and today I shall be answering your questions. I put out a poll a while back asking y'all what you would want me to do when I hit 1K and Q&A 1. So, I'll be answering questions from not only my 1K post, but also 2 from when I hit 400. Which I'm so sorry that I never made that video. I promise I edited it, I just never posted it. So, without further ado, let's get into the questions. So Fifi Koi asks, do you have a favorite movie? Which one? How did you decide to upload videos on YouTube? And what is your favorite musical, if you've seen several? For your first question, I really like Corpse Bride. Don't believe me? Bam! As for your second question, I was inspired by a bunch of Storytime animators. You know, like Jaden Animations, Let Me Explain Studios, Odd Ones Out, those guys. But I was also inspired by GotchaTubers and Gacha miniseries / mini-movies / music videos. Seeing all those people create and post their stories online inspired me to do the same, creating gacha series and videos before changing to art completely. While, yes, now I'm mainly doing reactions, that doesn't stop me from creating art of my characters or AUs. Y'all should totally check out my Maxwell stuff too. Now for the final question. I don't know if several is the right word to say, but I say the musical that's my favorite is very epic. Next up, KalinPola.k.ADJV Vinyl Rise 2543 asks, what was it like coming out and have you ever went to Pride? First off, congrats on being out for 9 months, and thank you for congratulating me on 1K too. Now, to answer your question, I'm going to be talking about me coming out online specifically. Well, I kind of just came out on an Instagram story, then added some pronouns on my YouTube channel, and bam. Was I nervous at first? Definitely. But I decided if I was going to be known on the internet, I would be known as M. I mean, this channel is called M is Here for a reason. As for your second question, no. I haven't, but I'd like to go someday, maybe with some friends. Next up, Megan Forrester-Te, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, asks, who is your favorite Dimension Camp character from every single contestant? I'm gonna assume you mean each season, so here we go. For season 1, Jake, obviously, Miriam, and Gabby. I don't really have a favorite for season 2 since it's the season I like the least, so I'll just say Rosa and Maria because I like her. All Stars, take a wild guess. But other than the obvious, I also really loved Gabby and Gret. Carnival of Chaos, I'd have to say Tristan, Natalia, and of course, Alessio. Next up we got, is that the real Sansa skeleton? I'm a huge fan. Anyways, Sans asks, what's your favorite song from Alien Stage? Now, I have multiple answers to this question. So, for the main series, aka the ones that have music videos, So black as it can be, with each step you make with me, deeper as the dark sea. But I also like Sweet Dream and Blink On, so yeah. As for the sub-songs, Paradise, Heart, and Mi Vida Loca. And finally, the covers, I have to say Sue's cover of Ruler of My Heart, Luca's cover of Sweet Dream, and Yvonne's cover of Weege. Richard Jr. asks, how will Hannah be eliminated if she doesn't apologize to Amelie, vote reveal, or another plot twist? For your first question, I don't know, I'm not much for theorizing, I'm just kind of here for the ride. But if I had to choose one, then I guess a plot twist would make more sense in my opinion, be more likely, you know. Now, time for 2 questions from my 400 Q&A special. So again, I am so sorry for never posting the 400 Q&A video, but hey, better late than never, right, to answer these questions? First up, Tomas Olivares L.I. asks, who is your favorite character, when is your birthday, and what is your favorite color? So, okay, quick lightning round. Take a wild guess for the first one. My birthday is July 20th, and my favorite color is light/baby blue. Mitsuri asks, hey, I love your videos and congratulations, and what is a tip you have for beginner artists? First off, aw, thank you so much. That really means a lot to me since this was back when I was getting back on my feet. As for my advice, remember that you're a beginner. The first thing you make will most likely, if not, will be bad. But that's okay. You're a beginner and are just starting out. Over time, you'll improve and get better at art. Don't believe me? Here's a comparison to my art back in 2018 when I was just starting out versus now in 2025. Do you see the difference? What I'm trying to say is don't be too hard on yourself because eventually you'll get there, no matter how long it takes. Now for the ones I got on Instagram. Hulawacking asks, what made you ship Tom and Jake? Well, I don't really have much of an answer for this. My brain was kind of just like, them. Those two are the ones you're going to be screaming about, especially that watermelon boy. That's the best way I can describe it. But if I had to make a guess, I just really like Jake and I was rooting for him no matter what. But if I'm being honest, I didn't really like Tom in the beginning of All Stars that much. But he did win me over at the end. And now someone calls me a Fujoshi. I do not take any offense, by the way. Me and Ryu found that hilarious. However, I prefer Fudanchi from now on. So basically, the couple slowly grew on me, and I love them both dearly now. However, Jake will forever be my fave. Now, for the final question, this weird person asks me if I would still love her if she was a worm. I don't know. There's only one person, and one person alone that I'd love if she suddenly turned into a worm. And I don't know if you're her. And she'd be really mad at me if I said I'd love someone who isn't her as a worm. But if you were her, then of course I'd still love you as a worm. I'd do anything and everything I said prior to whenever you'd ask me that question. I'd take care of you, give you somewhere safe to live. I'd protect you from any danger or predators that may harm you. I'd look for a way to turn you back into a human or turn myself into a worm if that's what you prefer. Finally, I would not only keep you as my worm, but no one else and no other worm would take your place. But you're not my Ryu, so no. And that is all the questions I've gotten and I have answered.